My experience of the practice was delightful. I was welcomed by Dr. Huettner, who escorted me back to a room. She was obviously very interested in my particular case and was very respectful and always very kind. The procedure I had done was a tummy tuck. The reason I decided to get this procedure was that I had a child when I was 41, and that led to a lot of stretching of my abdominal wall, and despite lots of exercise and trying different techniques to tighten up my abdominal muscles, after about 10 years I realized that wasn't going to happen, and decided that surgery would be a good option for me. When I was looking for a plastic surgeon, I wanted to be sure I found someone who had a very high level of training. My father was a plastic surgeon, and I felt very strongly that I wanted someone that I could trust. And when I met Dr. Huettner, I felt like I was speaking with someone who had a deep and intimate knowledge of her field and her practice, who understood my needs and interests, was concerned about who I was and what I wanted. It was not about pushing the sale. It was not about rushing me into surgery. She wanted to be sure that I really understood what I was getting into. I felt like I could trust Dr. Huettner. She's a wonderful, approachable, kind, generous person. I think those kinds of skills translate into a good surgeon. I'm really delighted with the results. I'm wearing clothes I couldn't wear for many years. I feel great about my body. I've recovered really well from the surgery. I feel comfortable, and I feel strong. I would absolutely recommend this practice to friends and family. I felt like doctors and the staff in the office were always very helpful and could see the person through the procedure. It wasn't about the procedure itself. It was about the procedure, but it was also about me. It was about finding out what I wanted and what I needed and what goals I had for how I wanted to look. And I felt like Dr. Huettner and her staff are very understanding of the goals of each patient. Another reason I'd recommend Dr. Huettner is her personal touch. Imagine your surgeon giving you her cell phone number and saying, please call me anytime, text me anytime, I am here for you, any time of the day, 24/7. I've never had a doctor who's ever offered me such personal service. This kind of personal touch is something you don't find very commonly among doctors. It's something that gave me the confidence to go ahead with this surgery. I brought in a lot of questions prior to having the surgery. I felt like Dr. Huettner took the time to answer each one of my questions very carefully. It's clear that her goal is to ensure that this is the right decision for each one of her patients. The day of the surgery, I arrived in the practice very early in the morning. I was given a set of instructions about how long the surgery would take, a gown, stockings. The staff were all very, very kind and comforting and helped me to understand how I was going to feel after the surgery. I felt absolutely at ease, and I wasn't afraid at all to go under the knife. I felt absolutely confident that Dr. Huettner and her staff would take care of me. The aftercare I received following the surgical procedure was absolutely fantastic. I was brought back in after about a week or two to see Dr. Huettner. She gave me her personal cell phone number. She told me that I could text her anytime I'd like if I had any questions or any concerns at all. I also received laser treatment for my scars. I was going back every couple of weeks into the office to get laser treatment. I felt very secure that any concerns I had would be taken care of. I'm really happy that I underwent surgery. I am really delighted with the results. I feel amazing. It's really important before having a procedure to ensure that your doctor has the adequate certification to do the surgery. There is no silly question. There's no such thing as a stupid question when you're going in for surgery. Don't be afraid to ask your doctor what their certifications are. Don't be afraid to ask how many surgeries they've completed on this, how many procedures they've done, like the one you're about to have. It's really important to ask these kinds of questions, and if you don't feel like your doctor is giving you good answers, maybe it's not the right doctor for you.